Hey Tabiso, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. You just graduated, so how do you feel?
I did. Feel pretty good, but not too much different, to be honest.
What did you graduate in again?
Sanskrit and classical Indian religion.
Sanskrit and classical Indian religion. So what exactly is... That sounds very broad, so is there
It
anything...
is.
Did you do anything specialized in that?
Yeah, you can. So the general purpose of the course is to study the classical Sanskrit language and the
Okay.
history and development of Hinduism
Okay.
and other Indian religions as well. And depending on your field of interest within that course, there's 4 different types of modules, out of which you have to choose 2, depending on what your research interests are.
So what are those modules exactly?
You have Brahmanism, which covers the oldest bits of Indian religion.
Okay.
You have Vaishnavism, which
Okay.
covers religions worshipping Vishnu. Shaivism, religions worshipping Shiva. And then Buddhism and Jainism as a minor part of it.
Okay. How different is the Sanskrit? Because you said there are the 4 different modules based on the 4 different types of Hinduism. So does Sanskrit vary within those the way the
It
Sanskrit?
does.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how exactly?
That's a very good question. And it's a very interesting phenomenon to observe because, yes, the character of the language, depending on what type of text you read, can change a lot.
Okay.
Sometimes not as much from one sect to another sect, but more the type of genre that a text is, whether it's discussing law or philosophy or
Really?
metaphysics
Okay.
or poetry. The character of the language and the structure, it can change a lot.
How exactly? So could you give me an example of how it would be different in law versus medicine or something like that?
The way that certain words are used, for example. Um, the way that the language works is that it starts with verbal roots